Today we are assembled here to discuss a very important lecture regarding the eye problem. And today we have our guest Dr. Ashish Khodatifar. He is MBBS, DO, DNB, FBRS and Retina Super Specialist. He did post graduation and super specialization from prestigious Arvind Eye Hospital, Pondicherry. He is practicing in Bhavnagar since last 4 years. He performed more than 6,000 complex retina surgery, and he is the first surgeon in Bhavnagar to perform complex retina surgery in a 1-month-old premature born baby. He published more than 10 research articles in various national and international repute journals. He received Best Paper Award in Retina Specialty in All India Ophthalmology Conference in 2018. He is the recipient of Best of IOJ Award for a paper published in Indian Journal of Ophthalmology. Now this lecture is arranged with the purpose to raise awareness about the eye problems due to the modern lifestyle, and this lecture has been arranged with the topic eye in high-tech high-tech era, sorry. And today we will discuss about the eye problem due to digital devices, eye problem due to stress, eye problem due to this faulty dietary habits, and how we can overcome such type of problem and how we can keep our eye healthy. Now with this brief, I welcome Dr. Ashish and invite him to deliver his talk. Sir. आप जैसा कंफर्टेबल हो इस पे या माइक लेक्चर, अगर आपको मूव करना होगा तो इजी पड़ेगा सर।
Hello, my question. Hello. So, good evening to one and all present here. I am thankful to Srinivasan sir and CSMCRI management for having me here. And to begin with, just before I begin, I just wanted to share something with all of you. That since I was a child, probably what you can say teenager, it has always been my dream to be a scientist. But probably destiny would have something else or some other plans for me. I ended up being a retina super specialist, and today when I got this opportunity to come here and talk to all of you, I felt that probably I'm going to meet some other scientist and I can be happy at least about that thing. So the purpose of this talk basically is to raise awareness and to make people aware about various eye problems that we face, especially because of the digital devices. Technology is everywhere around us, I think. Just now I was having discussion with director, and one thing he said which I felt was really true and profound is on this globe, out of 8 billion people, roti, kapda or makan, if we leave that, the next commonest thing which most of us own, जो ज़्यादातर लोगों के पास है, is probably cell phone, smartphone, and that much it has penetrated, and that much it can affect our lives. So let us see that how it can affect us adversely and what all precautions we can take to protect our eyes. Okay, this way. So as we were discussing, technology has been progressing and advancing like anything, and probably yes, technology has been progressing like leaps and bounds. And I'm not sure if you can read this or not, but what this chart predicts is around 2023, the machine or the technology would be having equal computing or intelligence somewhere similar to human brain. And that we are probably experiencing. AI is coming up. So if not equal to human brain, but it is catching up. And what they have predicted is by 2045, it may surpass the capacity of human brain. We are not sure. But basic the take home message is technology is progressing like anything and it is impacting our lives. And what we usually expect or what it should be, ideal is, as technology progresses, at least our health should get better. Because whatever we do is to enjoy the life and to enjoy it in a healthy manner. All the human efforts, they are aimed at comfortable life, healthy life and happier life. So as technology advances, we want that health should improve. But what we are seeing, technology is increasing, but our health is day by day worsening, but not improving. That is also obvious when we see that our forefathers, they probably lived longer lives. The age of heart attack, it is coming day by day to a younger age. Recently I had probably I happened to attend one lecture by the senior most cardiologist of Gujarat, Dr. Jain Sahab, and what he said was 35 or 40 years ago, मेरे OPD में, in my OPD, if any 40-year young male or female came and said कि मुझे chest pain है, we would write antacids, acidity का दवाई, and we would send them off. Because at that time concept was कि 40 साल में कभी heart attack आ ही नहीं सकता है. And today, if a 30-year young male or female comes to my office and says कि I feel little discomfort, हम उसको ECG किए बगैर नहीं भेज सकते हैं. Because we have seen patients who get heart attack at 25, 30, 32, 34. Recently, शायद all of you would have read one doctor, he himself was a heart surgeon, cardiac surgeon from Jamnagar. At the age of around 40, 42, he passed off and the reason was cardiac arrest. So this way, our lifestyle, it is impacting and our life expectancy, it is gradually decreasing. So this is just a small graph which states that the number of diabetic cases in India, they are day by day increasing. A similar trend is also shown in dry eye syndrome, which we are going to discuss eventually, that the problems related to eye, irritation, burning, pain, discomfort, it is also on a rise. Similar trend in diabetic retinopathy, this is another thing which we'll discuss little bit today. Diabetic retinopathy is nothing but complication of diabetes inside the eye. Diabetes is, it affects your eyes adversely and that is called diabetic retinopathy. So it is also gradually increasing. Similar trend about obesity. Obesity is also gradually on the rise. There are some of my pediatrician friends, we used to have I had a discussion with them. They said, do you remember the times when we were kids? Most of the kids or teenagers would be like very lean and thin. And now, the proportion of childhood obesity, many children, they are kind of obese or on a fatter side. So childhood obesity is on rise, adult obesity is on rise, and this graph also shows a similar trend. So basically with time, our health is worsening and not improving. So now when in the health sector when we discuss, there are two things which we often discuss. One is being, our existence. For that what is necessary is the three most important systems which we often call as the tripods of life: brain, heart and lungs. This is often called as the tripods of life, which are basic necessity for survival of any individual. Even when person is in coma, then these three things are taken care of. In coma, brain is active at subconscious level, but heart and respiratory support, that is given from outside. So when these three tripods of life are taken care of, person can exist. That is called being. But along with that, nature or God has given us something for enjoyment in life, well-being. And for that well-being, we have got sense organs, eyes, ears, tongue, which give us the pleasure or fulfillment of life. Again, the concept of enjoyment or fulfillment in life. For that, we have got sense organs. All the sense organs, this cartoon photo beautifully depicts. So now one interesting question. We have 5 sense organs: eyes, ears, tongue, skin. Out of these 5, if one day God appears in front of us and tells that I will give you only one sense organ, and you have to live with that sense organ for the remaining of your life, so what would be our choice? What would be our choice? Eyes, ears, some music passionate people कि नहीं मैं म्यूजिक सुन के लाइफ जी लूंगा, और some foodie people कि हाँ बस एक टेस्ट है तो चलेगा, बस खाते रहेंगे, बाकी कुछ नहीं हो तो चलेगा. What it could be?
Preferably eyes.
Probably. This interesting question was asked in an online survey, and out of the responses, probably they all agree with you. Eyes, sight. कि शायद अगर सुनाई कम देगा तो चलेगा, खाने को नहीं होगा तो चलेगा, बट आइज अगर है तो एटलीस्ट वी कैन कंप्लीट आवर लाइफ. भगवान जब तक लाइफ देते हैं तब तक. एंड इसका सपोर्ट प्रोबेबली नेचर भी करता है, क्योंकि हमारे जितने भी सेंस ऑर्गन्स है उसका डेटा व्हेन इट रीचेस द ब्रेन हैज सम स्पेसिफिक एरियाज फॉर प्रोसेसिंग दैट इंफॉर्मेशन. एंड जितने सेंस ऑर्गन्स है उसमें से प्रोसेसिंग करने के लिए ब्रेन का सबसे बड़ा एरिया विजन का है, विजुअल कॉर्टेक्स. सो प्रोबेबली नेचर आल्सो बिलीव्स that eye is more important as compared to other sense organs, because visual cortex or the eye area which is dedicated to eye inside the brain, it is the largest area as compared to other sense organs. What is this? Any students here? What is this? किसका फोटो है ये? Yes, alien. किसी ने एलियन देखा है पहले कभी? Here anyone? No. तो फिर एलियन को हमेशा ऐसा क्यों दिखाते हैं? Have you ever wondered? एक अजीब सा शेप है, बड़ा सा सिर है, आंखें बड़ी बड़ी है, कान तो शायद है ही नहीं, नोज एकदम छोटा सा है, माउथ भी एकदम छोटा सा है, नेक पोर्शन छोटा सा है, बॉडी इज प्रोपोर्शनेटली स्लिम और लीन एज कंपेयर्ड टू द हेड. ऐसा क्यों दिखाते हैं एलियंस को? Imagination. Yes. Now there are two theories regarding this. One is they say that those people who claim to have seen aliens or experienced aliens, we don't know whether they are saying truth or false, but they say that these are the kind of shapes or shadows which they had seen or experienced, and probably उनके description के basis पे something ऐसा shape we have presumed. Secondly, we also believe कि अगर if there is extraterrestrial life, universe में अगर कहीं life है, and if they reach us before we reach them, हम उनको ढूंढ पाए उसके पहले अगर वो हमें ढूंढ लेते हैं, then probably they are smarter or technologically more advanced than us. And if they are technologically more advanced or more evolved than us, then probably उनका form ऐसा होगा, because what science believes is जिस पार्ट का यूज जितना ज्यादा होता है उसका साइज उतना बढ़ता है. We call it hypertrophy in biology. जिस पार्ट का यूज कम होता है जितना, वो इवेंचुअली वेस्टिजियल हो जाता है, श्रिंक होता है, छोटा हो जाता है. नाउ व्हाट साइंस बिलीव्स इज कि जैसे जैसे टेक्नोलॉजी एडवांस होगा वैसे वैसे ह्यूमन को उसका ब्रेन ज्यादा यूज करना पड़ेगा, एंड सो द साइज ऑफ द ब्रेन एंड हेड विल इंक्रीज. सेकेंडली, द डिपेंडेंस ऑफ ह्यूमन बीइंग और द मोर इवॉल्व्ड लाइफ फॉर्म वुड बी मोर ऑन आइज for interacting with the outside world, and so eventually with evolution आँख का साइज बड़ा होता जाएगा, but the dependence on physical activity would be lesser. तो उसकी वजह से उसका बॉडी स्लिम, लीन या पतला होता जाएगा. So this is what they believe. And so aliens, large head, large eyes, lean body. Why? Probably with evolution our use of eyes and brain, it will increase for interacting with the outside world, and probably eyes and brain will be our tools or weapons of the future. And this is one of the reasons that eye health should be a priority, even for us and for the generations to come. So now, why specifically this seminar? To raise awareness about eye health. And why specifically this audience? Because this is one of the audience which has got a significant exposure to technology at workplace and even in personal life. Secondly, sensitizing them, it will help in enabling them to take care of eyes. And most important, to pass this message. Many of us here are parents, and probably if we can convince, we are not sure, but if we can convince the younger generation, then we can pass on this important message to the younger generation also. So now once we have understood that eye health is important, I'll just start with some basics of the eye, not to bore you with all the detailed anatomy, but to understand is, eye is nothing but it is a small kind of lens system. There are two lenses and one screen, that's it. There are two lenses, दो लेंस हैं जो फोटो या इमेज को फोकस करते हैं, और एक स्क्रीन है जिसके ऊपर इमेज बनता है. Everything else is just to support the function of this basic system. This is the first lens, जो C दिख रहा है, that is the first lens. आगे से when you see the black part of the eye, that is called cornea. Its main function is focusing the light or rays onto the screen. This is the first lens. Then second is this lens, light blue color का आपको जो दिख रहा है, which has been labeled as lens. That is light blue color का second structure, which is the second lens. उसका काम भी यही है कि जो light rays आते हैं उसको focus करो. And third is this, पीछे का yellow color का जो आपको crescent दिख रहा है, that is the screen of the eye or the retina. So how it functions? आगे से कोई भी बाहर से ऑब्जेक्ट का या लाइट आता है, ये कॉर्निया और लेंस लाइट को कलेक्ट करके दे ट्राई टू फोकस इट ऑन दी रेटिना, एंड रेटिना के ऊपर इमेज बनता है. रेटिना के ऊपर जो फोटो बनता है, नाउ दैट इज टेकन टू द ब्रेन. ब्रेन तक ले जाने के लिए वी नीड अ वायरिंग और अ कनेक्शन. दिस इज दैट वायर व्हिच वी कॉल एज ऑप्टिक नर्व. That now corrects all the photographs to the brain, and then brain processes और बोलता है yes, this is an apple and this is a screen and this is a mobile phone. Most of the times जो चश्मा पहनते हैं हम, refractive error, problem is कि आगे के जो रेज हैं वो properly रेटिना पे फोकस नहीं हो रहे हैं. भगवान शायद हमारा पावर ठीक से बना नहीं पाए, या there is some abnormality because of which the rays are not getting focused. So what we do, हम बाहर से एक एक्स्ट्रा लेंस लगा देते हैं ताकि ये दो लेंस जो है उसको तीसरे लेंस का सपोर्ट मिले और रेज फोकस हो जाए रेटिना पे. दिस इज द मोस्ट कॉमन डिजीज व्हिच वी सी अबाउट आई. सेकंड जो कैटरेक्ट, मोती बिंदु हम समझते हैं, दैट इज अ प्रॉब्लम इन दिस लेंस, अंदर का लेंस. इसके ऊपर छोटे छोटे स्पॉट्स, दाग हो जाते हैं बिकॉज ऑफ एजिंग, कचरा जमा हो जाता है. दैट इज कॉल्ड कैटरेक्ट. सो व्हाट दे डू इज, यहाँ पे ऑपरेट करके इसके अंदर का कचरा साफ कर देंगे, एंड दे विल पुट अ न्यू clean, crystal clear lens inside, so that everything is focused on the retina again. Now me being a retina surgeon, मेरा टेरिटरी इसके पीछे का है. ये लेंस के पीछे ये जितना स्क्रीन है, if anything is wrong with the screen of the human eye, then I treat it. उसके आगे का कुछ है, then I diagnose it, but I send them to general ophthalmologist, जो चश्मे का जांच करते हैं. They check your eye power and they check your cataract, everything. So this is again the schematic image. यहाँ से ऑब्जेक्ट कॉर्निया है, लेंस है, उन्होंने रेटिना के ऊपर इमेज बनाया है, ये ऑप्टिक नर्व से इमेज गया ब्रेन तक, एंड देन ब्रेन सेज दैट यस इट इज एन एप्पल. सो दिस इज हाउ द आई वर्क्स. सो दिस इज इंटरेस्टिंग. प्रोबेबली जब समथिंग हैपेंस वेरी क्विकली, तो व्हाट वी से इन द ब्लिंक ऑफ एन आई, हिंदी में पलक झपकते ही. हाउ डिड दैट कहावत come? Because in the entire body, the eye muscles, they are the fastest muscles. The eye muscles, they are the quickest muscles in the entire body, and probably because of that reason the quote came in the blink of an eye. And interestingly, we blink about 17,000 times a day. 24 hours we blink 17,000 times. That is the capacity of eye muscles, that they don't get tired. Can you imagine 17,000 sit-ups? No other human muscle other than the heart can do that. But heart is an involuntary muscle. It is not under our control. If there is any voluntary muscle, you can blink as per your wish. If there is any voluntary muscle which can perform this much of work without getting tired, then it is eyelid muscle. So now I would like to discuss about two most important topics. One is related to the use of digital devices and second is related to the lifestyle. So first the digital devices, what we call is digital eye strain, and the lifestyle related, there are 2 or 3 common diseases. I'll just touch upon them briefly. So what is digital eye strain? Basically the fatigue or the problem or the discomfort which we experience in our eyes after using any digital device is called digital eye strain. मोबाइल देखने के बाद you feel tired, हेडेक आपको होता है, आंख में बर्निंग सेंसेशन होता है, आंख में पानी आता है, आंख में रेडनेस हो जाता है, you feel like sleeping. This is all digital eye strain. What are the causes? This is a Western data, but the most important cause in Indian scenario, one is work related, second is recreational, may not be reading, but probably videos, reels, whatsoever, and third is waking up or sleeping. सोने से पहले we often tend to go on a kind of binge of watching or checking messages, especially common youngsters, और उठ करके the first thing which you pick up in your hand is probably cell phone. This is a complex chart, I will not bore you with it, but there are 2 or 3 things we need to understand here. Yes. The blue light from the digital devices, the most harmful radiation is the blue light. It can cause damage to your eyes. Second is when you are sitting in front of computer, your sitting posture and the chair height, they can also cause adverse effects on your eyes. And third is decrease in blink rate, especially while having a constant gaze at the digital screen. That can also cause problems. So as I mentioned, the blue light, UVA, UVB and blue. It can affect 3 different tissues of your eyes, which we have already seen. The first one is the cornea, the one in the front. It is commonly affected by UVB. Then the beach wala lens. It is commonly affected by UVA, and then the screen or the retina. It is commonly affected by the other blue spectrum light. So what are the different effects of all these digital devices? It can be broadly classified into 3. One is ocular, like dry eyes, accommodation, degeneration, adverse effects, which I showed in the previous slides. Physical effects, many a times after long working hours on computer we feel tired, fatigue, headache, stress, and psychological, which we were discussing, I happened to discuss with Dave Saab. There was this game, Blue Whale, जिसमें people had committed suicide. So it is the psychological effect of technology. So how do you know? You all tend to use devices regularly या computer पे use रहता है. How do you know that आपको digital eye strain है या इसका problem है? तो उसके लिए these are the symptoms: burning or itching in the eyes, eye fatigue, थकान महसूस होना, dry eyes, burning होना या पानी बहुत आना, blurred vision, double दिखना, difficulty in concentrating, increased sensitivity to light. कंप्यूटर काम करने के बाद you are not able to take the light of the room or the sunlight. Neck, shoulder pain, back pain, pain around the eyes and in the temples, and headache. Many a times my patients say कि sir I feel sleepy the entire day. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि it is not because of your psychological. They say कि मैंने कल रात को तो I slept 8-9 hours, still I feel sleepy entire day. It is your eyes are tired, not your brain is tired. Brain does not require sleep इतना ज़्यादा, but computer use के बाद आँख tired हो जाता है तो उसकी वजह से you feel कि मुझे नींद आ रहा है. So that is also one of the symptoms of digital eye strain. So how to avoid it? This is something really important. I think this should be a habit of all the computer users. Rule of 20 or 20-20-20 rule. After every 20 minutes of use, practically 20 minutes के बाद it is not possible, so I recommend 40 minutes. But after every 20 minutes of use of computer, look at an object which is more than 20 feet away. because you are constantly looking at computer which is about 2 feet away. After every 20 minutes, take your gaze off the computer, look at something which is more than 20 feet away and look for about 20 seconds there. So after every 20 minutes, a break of 20 seconds, and you should look at something which is a distant object. If your office is a closed space, then you can probably close your eyes for 20 seconds. So basically, after every 20 seconds, a break of 20, after every 20 minutes, a break of 20 seconds is required for your eyes. Practically, that is not possible. So what I practically advise is a rule of 20, 30, 40, which is a modification. After every 40 minutes, instead of 20 minutes, take a break for about 30 seconds instead of 20 seconds, and you can look at an object which is 20 feet away. या तो खिड़की खोल करके look from the window outside, or probably close your eyes for about 20 seconds. This will give a break to your eyes and your eye muscles, and उसकी वजह से probably 30 to 40% of your symptoms they will be relieved even without any kind of treatment. And I recommend कि जो youngsters है जिनको लाइफ लॉन्ग अभी कंप्यूटर और डिजिटल डिवाइसेस का एक्सपोजर है, they should kind of try to form this as a habit. एक बार सबकॉन्शियस माइंड में हैबिट हो गया तो it would be easier for you. Second is the desk ergonomics, कि जब ऑफिस में कंप्यूटर यूज ज्यादा है या लैपटॉप यूज ज्यादा है तो वो क्या कर सकते हैं. फर्स्ट थिंग इज द मॉनिटर जो है उसका एंगल ये होना चाहिए कि अगर आपके रूम पे ऊपर ट्यूबलाइट या कुछ है तो उसमें से लाइट का रिफ्लेक्शन आपके ऊपर नहीं आ रहा है, सो दैट योर आइज डोंट एक्सपीरियंस द ग्लेयर, वरना ग्लेयर की वजह से योर आइज वुड बी टायर्ड. So the angle of monitor should be such that the other lights of the room are not reflected towards your eyes. Second, your height should be such that computer screen का जो top height है उसके level पे आपका head या आपके eyes आ जाने चाहिए. The distance between the user and the computer, it should be about 1 arm or 2 feet. The user should sit upright with the feet placed properly on the ground. The back should be kept straight, and shoulders and neck should also be kept straight. Sometimes what happens is when we are trying to work fast or unconsciously or unknowingly, we tend to lean towards the computer. आगे झुक करके, आगे जा करके we tend to work. That will eventually result in your neck pain, back pain, and also more radiation will come to your eyes, and it will also affect your eyes. This is the question which I am often asked कि भाई brightness कितना होना चाहिए. There is no specific level. Brightness should match your background level. अगर room dark है तो brightness level कम होना चाहिए. If the room is bright, then it should be more. The brightness level should be matched with the background illumination in your room. And second thing, dark mode is not good for your eyes. Mobile में and many a times dark mode का feature आता है, but it is not good for your eyes. It may save some of your battery, as we were discussing, that many times youngsters to prolong their battery life, battery time, computer या laptop या mobile में they tend to use dark mode कि भाई battery थोड़ा ज़्यादा चलेगा करके, but it is harmful for your eyes. And how to avoid this thing? So some tips which we have, one of them we have already discussed. Regular eye checkup that you are not having any eye power, उसके लिए. Second is eye exercises. Eye exercises can be synonymous with this rule of 20. कि भाई every 20 सेकंड पे आप दूर का देखो तो नजदीक दूर का आप देख रहे हैं, so it is a kind of exercise. Proper illumination, monitor should be clean ताकि आपका जो view है वो hamper ना हो. Distance should be about 2 feet. Glare reduction by properly adjusting the angle of your screen. Font scaling. I recommend जिनको regular computer use रहता है, you setting करके you probably make the font size little larger. बहुत ज़्यादा छोटे fonts है, they can cause strain to your eyes and can worsen your symptoms. Frequent blinking. This is practically not possible because अगर आप blink पे ध्यान दोगे तो काम नहीं कर पाओगे. And glasses wearing if you have glasses, and then the rule of 20 which we discussed earlier. The most important or the single take home message from this entire PPT is probably this: reduce your screen time as much as possible. So now probably this brings us to the the most important question or the most commonly asked question. What is the ideal screen time? दिन में कितने घंटे मैं मोबाइल यूज कर सकता हूँ या कर सकती हूँ? You know, one interesting phenomena which I have been noticing lately is, initially the complaint used to come कि भाई बच्चा हमारा बात नहीं सुनता है, मोबाइल बहुत यूज करता है. Now there is one reverse phenomena. Youngsters they come and complain कि दादा दादी पूरे दिन मोबाइल में रहते हैं, एंड वी से कि आपका उम्र हो गया है, आँख खराब हो जाएगा, बस सुनते ही नहीं है. And then the elderly person, he will have his or her own explanation कि yes this is that. Even after I perform any surgery, और कुछ पूछे ना पूछे, सर इनको बोल दीजिए मोबाइल कितना यूज करना है. So what is the ideal screen time? There is no fixed recommendation, but what we are presuming is कि if there is any person जिसको पूरा दिन कंप्यूटर पे बैठना है, then 8 hours of screen time तो उसका वैसे ही चला गया, because he is working 6 to 8 hours in office. So we cannot define the work screen time for anyone, but given a work screen time of 8 hours for any person, तो उसके बाद जो other time screen time, extra free time का screen time बचा, it should not be more than 2 hours. So the answer to this question is, what should be the ideal screen time is 2 hours. For any adult, any screen time, free screen time more than 2 hours, it is not permitted. Work screen time is kind of a compulsion for us, जो हमें करना पड़ता है, क्योंकि काम नहीं करेंगे तो probably we will face many difficulties. So 8 hours is a compulsion, but if it is a choice, then a screen time of more than 2 hours is not permitted for any adults. And as the age decreases, it becomes less and less. Up to 2 hours for teenagers, and for children less than 2 hours, less than 1 hour, and none till 1.5 years of age. Yes, another one fun fact. आजकल ये नए फोन आ रहे हैं, with every advancement in the फोन का मेगापिक्सल बढ़ जाता है ना, कि इतना मेगापिक्सल है, इतना मेगापिक्सल है. What do you feel, कितने मेगापिक्सल तक जाएगा ये, कितने मेगापिक्सल तक जा सकता है ये? Probably what I believe is human eye का capacity is 576 megapixels. अगर कोई कैमरा ऐसा है जो 600 मेगापिक्सल का भी हमें क्लैरिटी दे रहा है, but human eye will not be able to decipher anything more than 576 megapixels. So practically I feel anything more than 576 megapixel is a waste for us. उससे आगे तो नहीं जाना चाहिए. Another possibility future में शायद AI आ जाए, which can process data at altogether different level as compared to the human brain. तो फिर शायद वो 600, 1000, 1200 मेगापिक्सल वाला उसके काम का हो सकता है. लेकिन for us as of now nature ने 576 का लिमिट सेट किया है. Human eye का कैपेसिटी is 576 megapixels. Yes, so now the second important aspect of the talk, the sedentary lifestyle, which is kind of closely linked to digital devices. क्योंकि एक बार डिजिटल डिवाइस आ गया तो फिर बाहर जाकर के खेलने का मन कम होता है, फिजिकल एक्टिविटी कम हो जाता है. फ्री टाइम में, लेजर टाइम में बाहर जॉगिंग के लिए या पार्क में जाने के बदले वी विल सिट एंड बिंज वॉच चालू हुआ तो उसके साथ फिर बिंज स्नैक्स चालू हो गया, एंड उसके साथ जोमेटो ने हमें फैसिलिटी कर दिया, तो 3 घंटे देखने के बाद एक और जोमेटो का कुछ आ गया, फिर हमारा बिंज वॉचिंग चालू है, बिंज ईटिंग चालू है, एंड दैट इज अ विशियस साइकिल, एंड विच इज अफेक्टिंग आवर लाइव्स kind of very badly. The adverse effects of sedentary lifestyle, which is kind of closely linked to digital devices. Lack of sports, unhealthy lifestyle choices like food, occupation demanding long hours of sitting, then binge watching habits. This is one interesting thing. I encounter many patients who say, and probably आपने भी आपके फ्रेंड सर्कल या उसमें सोशल सर्कल में देखा होगा, they say कि मैं कुछ नहीं खाता पीता या मैं कुछ नहीं खाती पीती, still my diabetes is not getting controlled. I diet a lot, I take lot of care about not to eat anything, लेकिन फिर भी मेरा वेट कम नहीं होता है. And probably some time ago there was this viral picture of Mukesh Ambani's son, Anant Ambani, very morbidly obese, probably more than 100 or 125 kgs. बीच में he had a transformation जिसमें he was quite slim and lean. Again he came back to the same state. Though I don't have any details about his medical condition, but what I am presuming is he may be having something sort of this, what we call metabolic syndrome. It is kind of coming up like anything because of our bad lifestyle choices, wherein there is visceral obesity, kind of patient is badly obese, साथ में patient gets hypertension at unexpected or young age. इंसुलिन रेजिस्टेंस, डायबिटीज में को कंट्रोल करने के लिए इंसुलिन देते हैं, तो इंसुलिन इज आल्सो नॉट वर्किंग इन सच पेशेंट्स. मैक्सिमम इंसुलिन का डोज देते हैं तो भी डायबिटीज कंट्रोल में नहीं आ रहा है. कोलेस्टेरॉल लिपिड लेवल बहुत हाई रहता है, एंड एचडीएल कोलेस्टेरॉल इज अ काइंड ऑफ फ्रेंडली कोलेस्टेरॉल, जो गुड कोलेस्टेरॉल है वो कम रहता है. सो दिस सिंड्रोम, बिकॉज ऑफ आवर बैड लाइफस्टाइल चॉइसेस, इट इज अफेक्टिंग आवर जेनेटिक मेकअप और द बॉडी सिस्टम इन सच अ वे दैट इवन मेडिसिन्स आर समटाइम्स नॉट वर्किंग and we are not able to control it, and it is coming up badly. I am not sure, probably future में ऐसे लोगों का proportion बढ़ता जाएगा. The only thing which we can do to avoid it is healthy lifestyle choices. As of now, अगर दवाई काम नहीं करेगा, then we are also helpless, because our best option is what we think. अगर बीमार हुआ तो दवाई देके डॉक्टर ठीक कर देगा. दवाई काम नहीं कर रहा है, then what? So the best way is prevention. And unfortunately, all these things, they affect our eyes. They affect the retina, basically the screen of the eye. So how? Just to give you a glimpse, the screen of our eye looks something like this, not the red spots. किसी patient को अगर hypertension है, then he may have a bleeding or the blood spots on his retina. मोबाइल के स्क्रीन पे अगर कुछ दाग हो गया है तो we are not able to see properly. Same way, आँख के स्क्रीन के ऊपर अगर blood spots आ गए हैं, then we may not be able to see properly, and this is a result of hypertension. Hypertension, diabetes both can cause this, लेकिन ये hypertension की वजह से. Eventually, this is a CT scan of the eye. ऐसा edema दिखता है, and this was treated, and fortunately, this is normal. It restored to normal. The blood spots will eventually resolve with medicine. So this is one of my patients. And after treatment it got better, but only thing is if such things keep on recurring, then eventually the patient may lose the eyesight, and this is a side effect of hypertension. Yes, this is something we very commonly encounter, most common in males of 30 to 45 years age group, who are kind of stressed out, and type A personality, means angry young men जो बोलते हैं. Sudden onset होता है. The stress, what the stress causes is, it causes the dilatation of your blood vessel. आँख की जो नसें हैं वो खुल जाती है, they dilate, and उसमें से थोड़ा blood की जगह पानी लीक हो जाता है. We all know that blood is the kind of fluid जिसमें there are cells as well as fluid. तो उसमें पानी लीक हो जाता है, and this water it accumulates under your retina. दिख रहा है पूरा elevated lesion, the black part. It is water which has come underneath the retina. पर्दे के पीछे पानी आ गया है, and this should be normal. Now when the retina gets elevated this way, patient is not able to see things properly. Even in this scan you can see this round circle, gold circle. That is the area जहाँ पे पानी लीक हो गया है. Patient is not able to see. It happens because of increased steroids level in your body. And by nature, males tend to have more steroids, the physiological steroids, bodily steroids, as compared to females. And उनमें, because of stress, anxiety, the steroid level shoots up. Whenever we get anxious or stressed out, steroid levels shoot up to cope up with it. And already high steroids होते हैं females के compared में, और उसमें steroids level increase, and so the fluid leaks and collects on the retina. This always happens suddenly. 15 दिन से I was stressed out, 15 दिन से मैं ठीक से सो नहीं पाया, या तो रात को बिंज वॉचिंग किया तो ठीक से आराम नहीं हो पा रहा है, एंड देन वन फाइन मॉर्निंग कि मुझे अचानक से इस आंख में कम क्यों दिख रहा है. पेशेंट वुड लाइक पैनिक लाइक एनीथिंग. फॉर्चुनेटली दिस इज वेरी इजीली ट्रीटेबल and it goes away in 6 weeks, 8 weeks. But this is the side effect of stress on your eyes. And yes, something really very bad. Diabetes. We are battling with diabetes like anything. Diabetes, when it gets in advanced stages, it can cause blood spots. जो हमने पहला इमेज देखा उसकी तरह रेटिना पे blood spots हो सकता है. Second, it can cause cobweb-like abnormal growth on your retina. This is clean retina, and this you can see the whitish tissue. पूरा का पूरा it has grown, and उसकी वजह से ये जो गोल्ड पार्ट है आँख का नस ऑप्टिक नर्व ये भी यहाँ पे नहीं दिख रहा है क्लियरली. This is the advanced stage of diabetic retinopathy, जिसकी वजह से पूरा cobweb आ चुका है, and this is a complication of diabetes. We had to eventually operate this patient, clear all these cobwebs, and this is the post-operative image. Fortunately, we could clear all the cobwebs, and the retina is clearly seen, and patient gained the vision. But the shocking part about this is the image of a 35-year young male. I don't expect to see this in 35-year young male. ऐसा सिनेरियो मोस्ट कॉमनली आई सी पेशेंट को 15 साल से डायबिटीज है, 20 साल से डायबिटीज है, पेशेंट का एज 60 है, 65 है, पुअर कंट्रोल्ड है. बट नाउ वी आर सीइंग सच बैड डिजीजेस इवन इन यंग एज. सो स्पेशली youngsters, we need to take care, because even after this beautiful surgery, I could only restore about 50 to 60% of the vision of the patient. 100%, even this is probably the best surgery anyone could have done, because there is not even a single remnant of this whitish tissue. So this was picture perfect, textbook perfect surgery. Still, उसके बाद भी we could restore only 60% of the vision. So patient has lost 40% of his vision for the lifetime. So एक बार खराब हो गया, उसके बाद we cannot give you everything back. So eat healthy. Have some form of physical work, be it exercise, jogging, sports, badminton, whatever you like. Stop binge watching and have a regular health checkup. There was this concept initially कि पहले there was a concept कि after 60 years or around 60 years of age you should have a health checkup annually. Then eventually that age came down to 50. Eventually it came down to 45, 40. Now there are people who get their regular checkup even after 30 years of age, because they see in their vicinity कि आजू बाजू में people are having problems. So now this is the question which is one of the commonly question asked in my OPD कि sir आँखों के लिए क्या food खाना है? What is the good food for your eyes? Vitamin A rich diet like any yellow or orange fruit, papaya है, कैरेट है, मिल्क है, एग्स है. विटामिन सी एनी सिट्रस फ्रूट, लेमन है, ऑरेंजेस है, एंड ग्रीन लीफी वेजिटेबल्स लाइक कैबेज एंड कॉलीफ्लावर. एंड फॉर द स्क्रीन ऑफ योर आई रेटिना, ल्यूटिन इज इम्पॉर्टेंट, बट उसके लिए नॉट टू गो इनटू टेक्निकल डिटेल्स, ब्रोकोली, कॉर्न, स्पिनच, इट इज इम्पॉर्टेंट. विटामिन ई, आलमंड्स एंड पीनट्स, एंड एंथोसाइनिन, another component of retina, fruits. So to sum it up, green vegetables, fruits and milk products. To sum it up in 3 simple words: green vegetables, fruits and milk product, be it buttermilk, curd or milk, whatever you are comfortable with, and this will cover most of your eye related necessities. So kind of summary of the entire talk: eyes are precious and our dependence on eyes will only increase in future. Kind of remember the 20-20 rule and try to practice it. Have a proper posture and proper illumination of your computer devices. Work screen time maximum 8 hours per day and recreational 2 hours per day. Avoid sedentary lifestyle and metabolic syndrome से बचते रहें. Eat healthy, exercise daily and avoid binge, be it in the form of food or be it in the form of screen. And probably this is the single most slide which at least convinces me that eye is the most important part of our body. The eyes are the windows of the soul, and that's why we should take care of the eyes. That's my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for nice presentation and also enlighten us and teach us how we can protect our eyes. Now this session is open for discussion, general discussion, and any student or scientist staff have any question. First from students, staff. Any question related to eye problem?
Sir, earlier we were using fluorescent lights in our offices and homes. Recently we have switched over to LEDs. So is there any facts or published data or any harmful effect of eyes on LED lights?
No, per se there is no properly study or published data that that light is harmful or useful. But the take-home message about be it LED or fluorescent light is adequate illumination level. It should not be so low so as to cause strain on the eye, and it should also not be so high as to cause ocular discomfort. Basically the illumination level, and per se I am not ever aware of any properly published data about which light is harmful or useful about the eyes.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
सर एक क्वेश्चन में हम लोग ब्लू फिल्टर यूज करते हैं, दैट इज गुड फॉर
Yes, interesting. Blue filter, it is useful. It works in about 80 to 90% of the cases. It helps in filtering of the blue light which is coming from the computer screen. The only downside is light के 7 कलर होते हैं, उसमें से एक कलर आप फिल्टर कर देते हैं तो ओवरऑल जो ब्राइटनेस जो स्क्रीन का होता है आपको वो थोड़ा डल दिखता है. And 1 or 2 out of 10 patients they complain me कि सर ब्लू फिल्टर यूज करने के बाद मुझे वो स्क्रीन डल दिखता है तो आई डोंट फील कंफर्टेबल. बट 80% ऑफ द पीपल दे एडजस्ट वेल, एंड प्रैक्टिकली एंड साइंटिफिकली इट इज एडवाइजेबल टू हैव ब्लू फिल्टर unless you feel that you are not able to adjust with it. So blue filter is advisable and it works in about 80% of the cases.
we are using blue filter and in this case we are just increasing brightness also.
Yes. That works better normally.
Any question? इधर
लुब्रिकेंट्स आंखों में उसका कुछ साइड इफेक्ट होता है?
No, fortunately lubricants का कोई साइड इफेक्ट नहीं है.
कुछ रिपोर्ट्स में ऐसा है कि साइड इफेक्ट होता है.
नहीं, see the lubricants में when you use lubricant drops there are two components in the drops. One is the lubricant per se and one is the preservative. The preservative so that वो drops आपके लंबे समय तक खराब ना हो. So when you use any dry eye drops for a longer duration of time, वो preservative है, it can cause toxicity inside your eye. So lubricant per se is not having side effects, preservatives are having side effects, but the solution is now we have come up with such preservatives that are natural to the eye and they don't cause any side effects. Previously जो preservative use होता था, we used to call it BAK, benzalkonium, BSC, benzalkonium chloride. Now they use SOC, stabilized oxychloro compound, which goes into your eye and dissociates into oxygen and chlorine, and they are the normal components of your tear. So practically now 90% of the eye drops which are lubricants, they use SOC as the preservative. And when SOC is the preservative, it will not cause any form of side effect or harm to your eyes. And the main component of the lubricant, which is CMC, carboxymethyl cellulose, it does not have any form of side effects inside your eyes.
How long we can use it?
You can even, in some patients we prescribe it at a length of say 3 years, 5 years, 7 years. There are patients who have severe dry eyes and they use it even for lifelong. उसके कोई side effects नहीं होते हैं. You can use it minimum 2 to 3 times a day. वहाँ से लेकर के you can use it even 1 hourly. 1 hourly आपने एक drop डाल दिया तो भी कोई issue नहीं है. So they are quite safe and you can use them.
But in the case of only dry eyes.
No, it is a good solution even for digital eye strain. See, digital eye strain, what basically happens is, जब आप स्क्रीन पे कंटिन्यूसली देखते हैं तो आपका ब्लिंक रेट कम हो जाता है, बिकॉज योर माइंड इज टोटली फोकस्ड ऑन टू दैट थिंग. तो आपकी आंख ब्लिंक कम करती है. एंड ब्लिंकिंग का मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट फंक्शन है कि आंखों के अंदर जो टीयर्स बनते हैं उसको आंखों के ऊपर स्प्रेड करना. ब्लिंकिंग होता नहीं है, टीयर्स स्प्रेड होते नहीं है आंख के ऊपर, तो आंख ड्राई होने लगती है. एंड दैट ड्राइनेस कॉजेज वेरियस फॉर्म ऑफ डिस्कम्फर्ट्स. तो ऐसे केस में डिजिटल आई स्ट्रेन में भी लुब्रिकेंट्स आर कॉमनली प्रिस्क्राइब्ड, not just dry eyes.
Sir, there is a choice then which is less harmful for the kids, mobile, tablet or desktop. Means if it is required, which is preferred?
Also TV.
No, yes, good question. Out of all the three, the basic concept is जिसका साइज जितना बड़ा है उसका हार्म कम होगा. But the reason being मोबाइल के अंदर इतना छोटा होता है, उसको अटेंशन ज्यादा देना पड़ता है, उसके आई को फोकस ज्यादा करना पड़ता है, एंड दैट विल अफेक्ट द आईज आल्सो, एंड सेकंड इट विल अफेक्ट हिज ब्रेन आल्सो। आजू बाजू के एनवायरनमेंट का अवेयरनेस कम होता जाता है जितना ज्यादा आप उसके अंदर फोकस करते हैं छोटे ऑब्जेक्ट पे। स्क्रीन बड़ा है तो उसके ऊपर फोकस है, लेकिन दूसरे एनवायरनमेंट का थोड़ा बहुत अवेयरनेस रहता है, एंड सेकंड आइज के ऊपर साइज बड़ा है तो उसका साइड इफेक्ट कम होता है। सेकंड, आई वुड रेकमेंड यू, अगर बच्चे को किसी भी डिजिटल स्क्रीन का यूज करना पड़े तो मेक श्योर कि उस रूम का इल्यूमिनेशन एडिक्वेट हो। बच्चा अगर जिद करे कि नहीं मुझे अंधेरे में ज्यादा मजा आता है, नो, डार्क रूम करके आप भी हैबिट मत रखिए, सो दैट बच्चे हमने से ऐसा कोई रॉन्ग हैबिट ना सीखे। एडिक्वेट इल्यूमिनेशन के साथ ही देखना है, एंड अगर तीनों में से चॉइस है, टीवी इज द बेस्ट, टैबलेट इज द सेकंड बेस्ट, एंड मोबाइल इज द वर्स्ट।
Thank you.
Sir, very interesting talk. Sir, I have one question regarding the reducing the number. Some on social media, some of the gadgets and some of the exercise they show that they are reduce the number. Right? It is. Sir,
Honestly speaking, being a man of science and coming from allopathy science background, we are yet to come across any proven case with a what we say significant or convincing decrease in refractive power or numbers. Once the refractive error increases, it may change a little bit, but किसी का -8 था, -10 था, and it has come down to 1 or 0. I am yet to come across. Whatever reports we have seen, they are kind of grey areas. किसी का -0.5 था, -0.75 था. Now -0.5 and -0.75 it is a physiological variation. अगर मैं आपका आज चेक करूंगा, 6 महीने बाद चेक करूंगा, तो भी there may be little bit variation. But convincingly कोई young male या female है जिसका -5 था, 6 था, and किसी भी form of treatment से it has come down to -1. I am yet to see any such case, and even our allopathy literature or conference or science it does not support it unless हाँ उसने refractive surgery करवाया है तो, लेकिन अपने आप कोई drop से या कुछ exercises से हो गया, we are yet to come across any such cases.
One question is regarding color blindness. I have heard some candidate is selected and going to some technical work, but the fellow is rejected due to color blindness. So, what is the effect of color blindness to technical work or industrial work?
See, there are two, three aspects we need to understand about it. First is color blindness. In 80 to 90% of the cases, it is congenital or genetically programmed. To perceive colors, we have different kinds of photoreceptors inside our eye. Due to some genetic error, different types of photoreceptors, they were not formed inside the eye. And when it is congenital, we cannot cure that color blindness. About 5 to 10% of the patient, they have acquired color blindness, which is secondary to some other disease. Those 5% cases, 10% cases, we can cure. But 90% of the times, it is not curable. Second thing, when you ask that what is the significance of color or color blindness, probably depend on the job profile. अगर किसी बंदे को रेलवे फाटक पे खड़ा कर दिया and is not able to see which one is red and which one is green, then it may lead to a disaster. So there are jobs where identification of color forms an integral part of that job. But so that वो candidate अपने life के 5 important साल बर्बाद नहीं करेगा and eventually he will not go into something like depression. I personally feel, this is my opinion about it.
Should we use Ayurvedic drops like Icon?
Sir, I have seen many patients using them. I have not come across any side effects and many patients are comfortable. But because I am not trained in Ayurvedic background, I usually don't prescribe because I am not the registered or the ideal person. So any disorders which can be treated by eye tone, they can be very well treated by lubricant, which is CMC. So any patient who requires any such drops, being an allopathy person, I prescribe CMC. But if a patient is already using it and he or she is comfortable, I say that you can continue and there is no harm in it.
आजकल ये बोलते हैं कि ऑक्सीजनेटेड वाटर आता है, उससे आई क्लीन करें तो ज़्यादा अच्छा है कंपैरेटिवली नॉर्मल वाटर. आते हैं ना वो बड़े
I know. Honestly, it is more of a marketing gimmick. It is nothing but a marketing gimmick. You must know how to sell things. That's it. Because the biggest source of oxygen, there are only two important sources of oxygen for life. One is the outside environment. जो मैंने आपको इमेज में दिखाया था, आँख का जो सबसे आगे का लेंस है कॉर्निया. Cornea gets oxygen for its work directly from the atmosphere. और जो पीछे का पार्ट है स्क्रीन रेटिना, it gets oxygen from the blood vessels. रेटिना इतना डीप है कि वहां तक बाहर का कोई भी पानी, कोई भी चीज पहुंचता ही नहीं है. वो अपना ऑक्सीजन ब्लड वेसल्स में से ले लेता है. और कॉर्निया है, उसको जितना चाहिए उतना ऑक्सीजन बाहर के एटमॉस्फेयर में से. आप एक चुल्लू पानी डाल करके उसमें से क्या एक्स्ट्रा ऑक्सीजन दोगे आंख को? I know. See, it does not increase oxygenation. The splashing of water, it may clean some of the dust which is sitting on your eyes. That may be the only effect, mechanical effect. And second, water is nothing but a lubricant. किसी का dry eye है, burning sensation है, तो dry eye में burning is a common symptom. So water, it is a lubricant and it may give you soothing effect. हम लोग जब आपने सर पूछा lubricant के बारे में, water is the simplest and the most commonly available lubricant. फिर भी हम lubricant देखते हैं because the lubricants which we prescribe, they have longer retention time. Water अगर आँख के ऊपर गया तो it gets easily evaporated. And the molecules which we use, CMC and all, they have adherence properties. They stick to the surface of the eye. They form a smooth coating on the eye. तो उनके adherence properties की वजह से lubricants work better. कुछ हाथ में नहीं है तो simple water is the best lubricant. कंप्यूटर मोबाइल देख के थक जाओ तो ठंडा पानी लेकर के हल्के से हाथ साफ करके you can rub on your eyes. या हल्के से आँख साफ कर सकते हैं. It will also have a soothing effect on your digital eye strain.
Any question from audience?
Rainwater is good for eye wash.
Rainwater, rainwater, if you can get it directly from pure source. अगर ऊपर से टपक के आया है तो वो छत का सारा कचरा लेके आएगा.
पहली बारिश तो वैसे भी अवॉइड करनी चाहिए.
Sir, color blindness is disease of the inheritance.
Yes. Color blindness, 90% of the cases it is genetic or inherited. 10% they are acquired.
There is no solution.
No, 90% of the cases there is no solution.
Yeah, if there is no question, then on the behalf of CSR Samsarai and Director, I thank Dr. Ashish for giving his valuable time to give a talk because that is, I think we all are using maximum using our time on computer and mobile, all these things, and hope all will agree that everyone will try to reduce the retention time. So with this brief, now I thank Dr. Ashish for giving this valuable lecture, and thank you, sir.
Thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for the